It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Lions and the Broncos coming up next.
And off we go from Denver. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The carry here for the big tight end. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And oh, he coughed it up. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the former Louisville Cardinal, Teddy Bridgewater. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Goff. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Lions.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
He'll get that complete to Hunter Bryant, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll run here with Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. They run out of the gun with Swift. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he's going to go for it all. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After the made field goal, Seibert back out there to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
A gain of 6 there on first. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
On 4th down, Sam Martin is on to punt for the Broncos.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That's taken on the 25. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Quintez Cephas.
And it's 3rd down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 16 yards.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
On 1st down, Goff.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Swift.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tackle at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Goff. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Goff. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And in for the Lions, touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Detroit.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw. Goff. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Draymond Jones able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And Deontay Spencer deep for the Broncos. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. On first and 10, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Lions. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Broncos,
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now, a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about.
All right, just call the call. We're going to play it. Come on now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go, boy. 44's the mic. 44's the mic. Check.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And down he'll go at the 25.
Let's go,
I don't care what anyone says. I want a big-time backing in this kind of yardage each and every time I step on the field. A tone setter, those guys are hard to find.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater to throw it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, Bridgewater. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So Jared Goff, he is the focus of our player spotlight. He's had one of those games that any quarterback loves, not only being able to complete some passes, but some deep passes.
And it's pretty to watch. I mean, it's an absolute joy to see, but let's face it, we got to give a little bit of credit where it's deserved, right?
Well, the protection's been great, if that's where you're going.
Yeah, protection's been phenomenal, but how about how it's been spotlighted, right? Our producer, Christian McLeod, our director, Kyle Burt, the rest of the crew, what they put together with these images and pictures, if you're an offensive lineman, that's what you're taking with you to contract time.
They're going to have a lot to take to contract time if this continues. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
On the draw, Goff will give this to Swift.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now it's Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 24. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up.
It's picked up by the Broncos.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 2-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. So they'll
get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. And he will have a Broncos first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And I think they're defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Bridgewater again. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Now Goff on 1st down. He'll drop this one off to Swift. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup for you. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Throw caught by Raymond. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Able to shake him, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Draymond Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away, and it's a high kick, hit pretty well. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Get ready.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly. Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Denver. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. Here's Bridgewater.
He's going to drop this one down to Gordon.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Bridgewater to throw. Big hole up the middle, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Bridgewater.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
He's back to throw. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with an extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans are holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense ready to go again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Bridgewater now for Gordon on the draw. Shifts past him at the 45. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Partner, this is a pretty good drive they're putting together, and I know if I'm on the other sideline, that offense, kind of helpless, isn't it? Because they may not touch the football at all, because if they go down and score a touchdown, this thing's over.
Absolutely. That would write an ending to this script. We'll see what happens. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for his running back, Gordon.
And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
That's one of those pivotal plays that'll just stick out in everybody's mind from this game. If he picks that off, what a momentum swing down here in the end zone.
And he did his job. He knocked the ball away, but it does feel like a letdown for him and his teammates, doesn't it? A chance to intercept it, turn it back over to his offense with a chance to win the game.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now Bridgewater. Going for it all.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And McManus able to put it through, and they will take the lead at 13-10. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
From the 30 on second down, Goff. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
On 1st and 10, Goff.
And oh my goodness, it's incomplete. If he hangs on to that, it's game over. Instead, we play on.
They sort of got a new lease on life there. If he picks that off, this ball game's over.
I can hear it. I can hear it. I can hear it. My defensive backs coach at Tennessee, a lost opportunity is never regained. Used to drive me crazy when I dropped those potential interceptions as that one was there.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Goff throwing again.
He gets this complete to Cephas.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Holding offense. What is that?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Goff now looking to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively jars it free. No first down.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Let's go.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about